All right, welcome back, everybody, or welcome to the beginning of TES Conqueror League Week 1. We got Insomnia Gaming versus Meme City here, and we're getting straight into draft.
So both teams come in first game of the week. We're really excited to see what this team's going. I'm really hoping for some really spicy meme picks from Meme City, live up to their name. Hopefully see some just really random champions, really weird and wacky combinations. Anything you're excited to see, Cole?
I'm just hoping to see some really strong laners coming out. Really try to it's week 1, get out there and show your dominance out here. Start strong. Gap some people.
Strongest spot, that's what I like to see. So the picks and bans are just starting to come in. Insomnia Gaming have banned the Olaf and the Mauser, and the Meme City Metro have banned Yasuo and Leona.
Yeah, Olaf not very strong this patch. So I don't exactly understand the ban unless it's a targeted ban or for their certain comp. Malzahar is a very, very hard champion to move from mid lane. Also very great with gank potential, so I can understand wanting to remove that. With the Xerath as well, long range poke, maybe trying to avoid some of that, getting poked out into a more of an all-in comp. And then Yasuo and Leon and Braum, a lot of targeting on the support here for Insomnia Gaming.
So with the first pick coming, we see Insomnia Gaming taking the Jhin away from Meme City Metro. Because 7 Devils, their ADC, is quite the Jhin one trick with over 250 games on this season alone, compared to the Fae of the Kaiser of the second. So really smart draft in there by Insomnia, just take away a bit away of priority. And Meme City instantly reply with the Ashe and Zyra.
Zyra, really, really strong lane go, especially into Jhin. Somebody with not really any mobility into his kit besides move speed. An Ashe slow into a Zyra root, he can basically get poked out of lane. But they're going to counter this poke with the Seraphine coming in to try to answer back with a little poke of their own, while also being able to heal up a little bit in that bot lane.
So there's Seraphine pick. Oh, so we see the Zac being locked in on B3. So B1 to 3 of Insomnia is Jhin, Seraphine, Zac. So we can see there's already a sort of theme that's getting established. They're really trying to get N straight involved, and so Jhin can sit in the back, use his ult, use his W, and use his little 4-shot little tricks just to get away with it. And then Meme City round out their first side of the draft with Jarvan. So both teams are really looking to go all in with their jungler.
Yep, and we see a Shenbei coming out here from Meme City Metro, trying to deny kind of that all-in with the Zac. And then a Lux comes out for Insomnia Gaming. I think that has to be a mid-ban, you would assume.
Yeah, yeah. I would agree with that.
Not a very high prio pick, but Set is a very high prio pick right now. He's very strong into a lot of lanes, and even lanes that he's not so great into, he can kind of just sit there and heal up with his passive.
That's also a really interesting pick here because technically Zyra can be a flex. So taking away the Set also gives a lot of background information because we don't want Insomnia running in straight from behind, getting Ashe into Jin's range. And then with straight on the offer, Meme City pick up the Gwen, one of the most broken champions in history. A W that makes her almost invincible to inside your area. So if we look at the blue side draft, Zac's the only one who can really get in there with his jump.
Yeah, and Gwen very strong right now, but she is coming off a nerf. 20% on her E at level 1, which used to be her main cheese, take Doran's Blade, start E, and get a free first blood. But now it's a little harder than that, and so I'm just going to counter with the Wukong. I'm not sure if they're like, this is our matchup that we wanted to this.
Yeah.
We think you can beat it. And then the Corki is going to come out, and that's going to be a safe pick there. And then we got the Ahri coming back from Meme City Metro, which isn't a very strong pick, especially in mid. It actually doesn't get a lot of pressure onto the Corki, and it's very interesting with their comp, as Ahri just wants to kite out, and Jarvan and Zyra want to all in with the combo, and Gwen, but then so does Ashe and Zyra and Ahri want to they just want to kite, so it's kind of interesting.
So if we sort of going to look at the thematics of the team, we can see Insomnia have this really weird sort of team comp where they're really hoping just survive the early game. Don't want to int too much and just get to that mid game. The only issue I can see with Insomnia's team comp right now is I have no idea where they're going to get their early game damage from. Probably about level 6, 7, and 8 is when Insomnia is going to really pop off and start getting really aggressive. So I would not be surprised if Insomnia give up a really fast a really early first dragon, just as unsafety of week 1 nerves.
Yep, that sounds about right. So we'll be loading into the game here shortly. So just wait 1 second and you'll see it pop up on the stream. And I'll be right there to greet you guys into the Summoner's Rift. Alright, welcome back to TES Conqueror League Week 1. Back here with Insomnia Gaming and Meme City. So how are we feeling about this early game, Dom?
So, as I was saying, blue side just really want to get through these early levels. I'm really hoping Jarvan has really smart pathing. What we would really like to see from Jarvan is going buff grump, getting a cheeky wee level 3, or doing some weird and wacky blue-red and raid, just to really keep the Zac on his toes, because Zac is so weak early game, and that's how you really want to get your aggression off. Right. But what I'd really like to talk about here is this bot lane, this Halo Blades and Comet from red side, and then Insomnia on the blue with this exhaust and heal. This is going to be a very scrappy lane for.
Alright, looks like Dom died. His voice cut out. So, I think he was talking about, so this bot lane is actually going to be a real scrap for just both teams in general here. So the Jhin and the Seraphine are going to be trying to heal this up with the Guardian. And Bash and the Zyra are going to be really trying to poke down their opponents.
Yeah, exactly what I was saying. Had a little bit of a Discord. Exactly.
Welcome back, Dom.
So we can see both junglers starting on the blue side, so it looks like we might get a little bit of an invade, or we could just be getting a scuttle handshake, which we might see from a bit of a week 1 nerves going. Interesting start by Jhin as well, starting with the Cull. So you can tell he's really wanting to play passive. He understands there's no lethal threat in this early game. He's just happy to sit there and farm with it reloaded.
Yeah, I think a lot of Jhins do take the the boots for pop. What's your thought on that? You know, would that have been a viable start in this game?
It could have been, because there's a lot of CC potential and a lot of just aggression from the Ashe and the Zyra. but I think starting Boots in this sort of matchup does really no favours. You might as well just go with the Pearl. Yeah, it's what that all signifies to me as well is the team are just going to be very passively early game. So it looks like we might be in a bit of a sleeper for the first 5-6.
I mean, we got Corky Zach on the enemy team, like on Insomnia. Those are champions that are going to scale up and be monsters late, but not too big early. Or maybe they are.
Zach. Oh.
Boon, gonna get flash bombed by the Zach here. It looks like he's gonna be taken down. First one going over to the Corky. Jarvan's trying to answer, but he really doesn't have anything, and they just both get out. They get the flash and the first blood.
Really smart play by Zach. So Zach done exactly what I said Jarvan should do. Done buff wrap, buff. Really getting Ari right out of favour. And really getting that early game aggression, especially onto the Corky. Really doing true damage. Not really something you can sort of build against at this stage of the game.
Jarvan, this early game ganking jungler that you obviously everybody knows, you know, doesn't scale incredibly well, but his early game pressure is insane. But Zach really scales well, but he's beating the drum down in this early pressure, getting that first one on the Ari.
But all the lanes have sort of been very sort of chilled and relaxed right now. We can sort of see that there's a bit of lane pressure where you'd sort of expect to see Gwen sort of slowly pushing in, and the bot side of Meme City are pushing in. Zach getting that early kill mid is really sort of threw everything off balance from what you'd exactly see, but we can see a good bit of counter jungling coming from Jarvan just to sort of take back what is his.
Corky looking a little bit caught up here in mid. Looks like he's just gonna Valkyrie out and walk down.
Is Zach setting up for a bot gank here? He's charging up, He's
going in onto the Zyra. Looks like to pull back into the root. And Zyra's actually going to be taken down here by the bot lane. And it looks like this early game is not going anywhere in the favor. The bot lane should be doing ahead, and mid lane should be having pressure with the Ahri. But instead, Zach has changed both these lanes.
We talked about how they were just going to really play paths here from the cow, but they've just gone completely against everything was said, making us look like two idiots have no idea what's going on. The combo of Zach and that Jinda was like, as I was talking, Gwen
getting goes down. The Gwen. 200-year champion coming out, and Wukong doesn't stand a chance right under this tower. No
grabs everywhere. The middle lane is also a bit of a wee tussle going on. Everyone's really just sort of showing up
with the root. Exhaust going on to Jen here, and he's going to be taken down by the volley. And Sophie's probably going to be able to walk this one out.
So in these past 2 minutes, we've just seen kills everywhere in all corners of the map. Ashe picking up one, Corky picking up one, Jin picking up one, Gwen picking up one. So hopefully things might slow down so we can catch our breath here, as the gold is now only 200. Really, really aggressive gameplay in week 1, giving everyone a real good showing for the first game on stream.
And Gwen's already come back to lane with that Leeching Leer now with that first kill. She's going to see Zach, she's going to see him in the bush with the ward. Zach's going to go in, but Wukong's far away. He really can't do anything here. He's going to pop the bone plating on Gwen, but that won't change her lane much. But this Gwen early kill with the Ignite. Wukong didn't burn Flash, and both still have TP, but that's a really scary lane for Wukong now. And the Dragon's just going to go over to Meme City. No contest really possible with Zach topside being spotted by the Gwen.
So this was a really smart play by Meme City Metros, just do a bit of a cross-map play. Seeing Zach's topside couldn't be contested.
Jarvan might be in a little trouble. He has to flash up here. The root's going to land. Seraphim's actually going to flash exhaust. Fourth shot coming in. You can't fly away from that.
Tries to escape the auto attack. We've all been in solo queue trying to flash an auto attack, and that flash of hope not working out for Twin Type.
Yeah, that was the flash into the flag of hope. And now it looks like Jin's doing really well in this lane.
The Jin is a champion that I often find really weird. It's one of these champions that either goes 9-0 or 0-9 for me. There's never really that sort of middle ground, so far we're looking on track for a really high kill gameplay from Tammir here. But we never know. Ashe is a really good scaling ADC. It's one of these ADCs you don't really think about often because it's always one of those star aids, but she does pack a punch once she gets her, I assume, going for a Kraken Slayer into Runins, which is the sort of meta thing for Ashe at the moment.
Yeah, you really don't notice Ashen. She hits those 2 random spikes, and all of a sudden I can't get away from her, and she's 5 autos in, and I'm dead.
Slowing you down, she chases you all the way up the lane, and then FFs come in from all around.
And you talked about how I talked about how the Corki and the Zac kind of scale here as well. But, you know, New City has some scaling too. This Gwen is going to be strong. Zac going to leap in. Looks like Talmir takes the Ash Arrow, but actually going to flash out, and Jarvan comes in, and actually there's no sure he kills it yet. Zac's going to flash out. He still has his passive. They're looking to pop it here. Zac ult goes down. The passive boblets are on the ground. We're going to see if New City can clean this up. Is he going to form? Nope. Seven Devils is actually going to get the kill here, but Corki's roaming down, and so is Ari.
He fails to jump! Corki fails to jump! Oh no,
Corki
that's heartbreaking!
misses the wall.
That's heartbreaking there by Yasuo Tessin. That's heartbreaking. That was a triple kill line.
Looks like an all-in coming here in top lane. The Ignite's going to go out. Wukong, I don't think you win this. That's the Ignite. That's the TP Ignite. You can't actually all-in these TP Ignite laners. They have too much damage with the Ignite. And especially somebody who's already ahead like Gwen. So crazy amount of kills going down here. Now it's 3-4. But the gold lead's just about the same.
Bolo. Well, second solo bolo is about to say.
The boss on the cast here. 2 solo bolos going Gwen's favor. And now she's really going to become a champion, as Riot likes to call them. She's going to be crazy. Riftmaker probably coming in sometime soon now, and you got to start worrying about this Wukong.
The Riftmaker's a really good item here. It's really the only item you should really go and Gwen, given no matter what circumstance. I'm actually really intrigued to see what Ari's going to build here. Also, obviously, she's going to go for a Lost Sharp item, but with the team comp of Insomnia, it is looking it should be an Everfrost game. All the enemies want to go into. So Everfrost really just gives her that extra utility that Ludens or the Andres just might not get.
Yeah, I mean, Everfrost, we were saying before that we don't think that Ari normally, she's a champion that is very annoying in lane. It can hook you out, can catch you out, but come later in these team fights, she doesn't have enough damage to 100-0 a lot of people, and especially on the tanks, she can't put out a lot of damage. And if you go Everfrost, there's no damage almost. You don't even get a Leandri's burn. So I think you have to go on insurance. Gwen's just gonna tear down this monkey. She's got no chance. She's got tabbies and a dark seal. She's sitting pretty, and I don't even know if Jarvan wants to come to this lane. Definitely can't now, though, with Wukong poked out. And Zac's actually here now.
It looks like our top play is getting set up for Zac is sort of seeing if he can get a little cheek on the vision. Doesn't look like Meme Set have sort of tracked Zac here as they're going for the Herald. Really good Herald play right now. Try and get the early Herald before the tower plating's fall.
And I mean, Insomnia, can they really even respond? It'd be 3-on-3, but Wukong's, he's barely a champion right now. I mean, he lost 75% of his health bar to like 5 Gwen autos.
It's just Meme Say have got the start they wanted. It looked really grim right at the start of Insomnia getting the first blood, but Meme Say have crawled their way back with Gwen getting 2 solo kills. Really just giving so much pressure to Wukong is not going to be able to deal with this Gwen once she gets fully loaded. With the Dark Seal being bought, sadly, it wasn't bought at the beginning, so you're not seeing any stacks there. But the way it's been going by Gwen, I expect that to turn into a book. I expect the autograph book to come out later on.
Autograph book. That's great. The Death Note, if you will. And here comes Corki with the package onto bot lane here. Encore gonna hit. He's gonna hit onto the Ash, and that's gonna actually shut down. Here comes the Jarvan onto Talmir, and Corki's actually gonna go down here to the Ahri, and Jarvan picks up the Jhin, so that's not an even trade at all.
It looks like it is a 2-for-1 in favour of Meme City. That was a really good Corki package to sort of split off the bot lane from their tower, but the Jarvan just coming in, like we were talking about earlier, with that early game aggression. He is still in his prime as a champion. Give him 10 more minutes, he is essentially now a minion, but right now he's still in his power strong.
Zac actually going to use the ult here to clear the minion wave to try to deny, you know, getting these tower plates up, taken down on the bot side. And now Ash is actually a little bit ahead in CS here, and Jin's died 2 times now, so you got to think that he's probably feeling a little bit of experience diff, and now this bot lane is definitely going in Meme City's favor.
That was a really smart play there by Zac there to use ultimate. Essentially what he was doing was trying to clear the wave as quick as possible so the Rift Herald lost a lot of native value to going for the tower plates. So essentially what he's done is just bought his team a bit more time, because with only a minute and a half remaining for tower plates fall, Meme City are going to have to...
actually coming in here onto the Axe, going to give the pull with the Zyra, and Zac is going up the Zyra, but the Seraphine went down to the Zyra plant, and now Jarvis just... He's dying for this kill, he's getting the gen, but Corki picks up 2. And now Ari's here. Doesn't dodge the charm, but Zac here with the help. Will it be enough? And Ari barely enough damage. And she actually gets away from the Zac. That's just a fist fight in bot lane.
What's going on? What a charm there as well, just to get onto the Corki on the actual rim of the head.
Ari may have made a mistake here. Getting forced in. Oh, the Gen Trap! She's gonna have to burn the ult.
She uses it while she gets away. It looks like she's gonna get away. Well, Zac cut his losses and looks like he's going to walk away and leave that burn there by burning all of Ari's summoners.
Now here's that. There's been a lot of losses here in bot lane, deaths, fights, but the real loss is coming in this top lane. Everybody's sitting here bot. Well, Gwen just gets to chill up in this winning lane with Wukong and put him further behind and just get scale for free. No pressure.
If you quickly switch over to the gold, what you can see is Gwen has a 1.7k gold lead over the Wukong. Especially this early on, that's absolutely nasty. Against the Summoner's Code, this top lane battle seems to be going on, but hopefully Wukong can sort of scramble it back with a little cheeky TP just around the...
Yeah, you're thinking so Wukong will be more useful in team fights, but who knows? I mean, if Gwen gets this far ahead, she might just 1v5 the team fight. Or either that or put so much pressure, Wukong could barely even leave his towers. I mean, Gwen takes towers amazingly fast. AP champion with who wants to build attack speed. She's going to shred towers later into the game.
So the big thing I've really started to notice about this Meme City comp is when we start getting to the big team fighting stage a bit later on in the game, who are Insomnia going to focus? If they focus Gwen, you've got an Ashe and an Ahri who are sitting there poking from range. If you dive onto Ashe, you've got the Zyra to back her up with the Ahri. There's just so much threat potential here from Meme City. I have no idea.
Gwen puts up the Hollow Mist up. We're actually going to fight around Dragons here. Darvin swagging in, Cataclysm coming out, but he insta-dies. Ari Charm going down onto the Zac while he's bouncing around in the puddle. And he's actually, the Corki's going to go down. And Zyra just gets picked up by Jin here. And here's Gwen securing the Dragon for her team. And it's just a fist fight here in River. The Ignite's going to come down onto the Zac. Snip coming through. Zac's going to die. We get Wukong's going to spin around on this Gwen. But it doesn't look like enough damage. He's going to have to pull back. And here's the Jin just standing here. He gets hit by the Archon. The Encore coming down onto Gwen. Snipping everybody away. Wukong's going to try to pick up this kill back to the Gwen. But she's healing so much.
What is that healing?
Gwen now 5-0.
That, ladies and gentlemen, is what you call a champion by League of Legends. I think she healed up all her health about 3 times that game as she emotes and dances away.
She looked one auto from dead the whole fight.
Jesus, what a champ. Surprised she got through that far in the pick and bans. She normally is a sort of B1 champion or a red side ban. But to get all the way to off-4...
I have to wonder if like they would think, oh, Zyra's gonna walk on Corki, or he's gonna actually miss the phosphorus bomb here. Zyra should be able to just walk out. But I do believe, I wonder if they thought maybe the nerf would have toned down her scaling, but I just don't think Wukong's a matchup that really is horrible for her, and it's not really a direct counter, I don't think. I think she can still play that lane. I think that was a mistake there. I think she does have a few counters out there that you have to actually pick up into her, because she's just that strong still even after the nerf.
One of the... Wukong does actually do, in theory, relatively well into Wukong,
Looks
but...
like Zac and Wukong could be jumping onto the Gwen here, lining up for this Needles though, and she looks like she's taking no damage, and Wukong just dies, and Zac's going too, and this Gwen now she is 7-0.
It's a double solo bolo.
Working going in on the Ashe. Arrow's gonna come out and chance Crystal Arrow, and they trade! They trade kills with Gale Force. Hot lane fight going in. Ari Charm's gonna land. Everybody's gonna be taken down. Now they're onto the Jin. The Jin's trying to trade a kill onto the Zyra. But can Jin get out here? Now he's kind of cornered himself against this tower, and now they're just dancing. But surely Ari has to... Oh! Ari just whiffs the charge completely. And now this might be in Jin's favor. He has the heal coming through. The fourth shot, not going to get it, but he is going to escape with his life. Swoon Baboon whiffing the charm there. And Jin makes it out. And what? This game is just an absolute roller coaster fist fight. I'm looking top, there's a fight top, and then Gwen gets a 2 kills, and then we look mid and they're trading kills, and we look bottom and they're trading kills.
Drama everywhere in this game, and if we also look on to Meme City's team, Gwen picking up the Death Note book, the autograph book has come out, Ari sitting on 10 stacks of that Dark Seal, just incredible damage coming out, and Insomnia really slow the game.
We're starting to see that Meme City's going to try to get this hail coming out here. They're saying, yep, we're strong, what are you going to do? We're going to take the hail right in your face. You guys can't even smile. And I was going to ask, you know, who does all this kill trading really go to? Like, who is winning in these kill trades? But it seems like, obviously, Meme City, look at how many autograph books they're going to end up having, and it's only helping them.
It's unreal sort of gameplay right now.
We're going to catch up to Corki here, the needlework coming through, and Corki, run! Run! Wukong ult's going to have to be used to save this Corki. Gwyn is insane! But she just wants to kill the Corki and the Wukong. Oh, Jin ult's going down, but it gets cancelled out.
It's full pressure coming from this mid lane.
City is just running it straight down mid with this Herald. And him gonna be forfeit. And bot lane, they need to get back to base. Corki actually goes in here without the bot lane, but it looks like he just gets the insta-kill onto the Zyra. Zach's getting cutting out here for the Ashe, but the Ashe looks like she's gonna go down. Sunfire Agent's taking her down. And here's Jarvan gonna have to flash away, but Slingshot comes in, and Jarvan cataclysms to stop the Wukong and actually gets out. It looks like, yeah, it looks like he's gone.
Really good play there by Jarvan, just to make sure he's secured the getting away. So, 2 inhibitors gone in the top and mid lane. So, arguably with Baron spawning, this should be Meme City's Baron. But the trade offer going on right now is that now Insomnia now have super powered cannon minions coming into their base. So essentially that means all the prio in the lane is going towards them. So essentially they're getting more minions and more farm, which is exactly what they need. The only thing happens right now is Meme City really need to force Baron. They really need to get Insomnia to come out of their base. Because if they don't pull the trigger and don't take any objective here, this is a really good play for Insomnia just to get back in and try and level up the gold.
It looks like Meme City is already walking around setting up this Baron, just like you were saying. As we have Ari in the side lane with the Wukong, as they're just shredding this Baron. And it looks like there won't be any response. They'll just get it for free. Insomnia is just going to try to farm these waves, but you got to think that with Gwyn being this strong and Meme City being this strong, Baron might just be the end of this game.
It's not looking really good for Insomnia here. As
Wukong just goes down. Swoon Baboon gonna pick him up with the 3 dashes and not even the flash expense.
It looks like Meme City here now have decided they've had enough. They want to end now. It's like going for this ball lane.
Ooh, Enchanted Crystal Arrow gonna have to be flashed away by Subdiff here. Zyra being, you know, being a little annoying on the backside of this turret, trying to push them off. But there's no way they can defend this. Yep, and there goes to Ari. And excuse me for talking about Ari damage. I guess if you're 6 kills ahead and instead of the 4, it doesn't matter what ability you hit them with, they're gonna blow up.
Absolutely unreal damage coming from the solo laners of Meme City. Really giving a good shot.
Jarvan coming in with the Cataclysm. Corki can't get out, Stranglethorn's coming through, but it's not enough damage in. Looks like Jarvan just ran it. Curtain Call gonna come out, but not really connecting. Not putting a lot of damage out here. They're trying to defend this last inhib. This last inhib, the minions are gonna take it down, and Gwyn's just gonna take down Jin here, just with ease. Snip, snip. Gonna miss the needlework encore coming through onto the Gwyn, but Gwyn is immune. And Wukong's gonna go down to the Zyra.
What a champion, what a champion.
And here is the Gwyn, knocking at your doors with this Zyra. Snip, snip your towers.
Finishing 10-0. What a performance by the Gwen. What a performance.
11-0.
I love it all.
That's a perfect game, and that's a perfect champion. Thank you, Riot Games.
What a way to show the league exactly what Meme City Metro are made of, with that phenomenal